Na statistics we go chop. These were the exact words of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023 when he was contesting for the presidential election. No sooner than he won, the man has started force-feeding us with false statistics. Today we'll be looking at how Nigerians react to the statement credited to Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who happens to be the Director-General of World Trade Organization. When she made her statement that the economy of Nigeria is stabilizing and that the president's effort is actually paying off and that he's in the right direction, though the economy needs to actually grow, and that there should be a cushioning effect for poverty or hardship.
He has to be given the credit for the stability of the economy. So the reforms have been in the right direction.
Okay, the president embarked on some reforms at the initial stage of his administration, and now he's told Nigerians that the economy is turning the corner. What's the WTO's perception of Nigeria's economy?
So we think that the president and his team, and we just exchanged with him, have worked hard to stabilize the economy. And you cannot really improve an economy unless it's stable. So he has to be given the credit for the stability of the economy. So the reforms have been in the right direction. What is needed next is growth. We now need to grow the economy, and we need to put in social safety nets so that people who are feeling the pinch of the reforms can also have some support to be able to weather the hardship. So that's the next step. How do we build social safety net to help Nigerians cushion the hardship they're feeling? And then how do we grow the economy so we can create more jobs and put more money in people's pockets? These are issues that we discussed with Mr. President.
Children of roasted corn have not ceased praising her, including those who wrote a letter to Yale University to withdraw her doctoral degree. But today we'll be looking at how Nigerians react to the message from Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Let's dive right in, okay? So I'll be reading some comments. Mr. Gray says, "Abi make we give up, cause I don't tire. These old people of this country are too foolish. No matter the level of education and money, they must do sycophancy to the government in power. The people that you expect to speak up will end up being sycophants." Okay, this one is the preacher. This one writes to Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Director-General of the World Trade Organization at WTO, Dear N.O. Iweala, and he says, "Don't call this stability. Understandably, you are the economic expert, but I have attended enough economic lectures to question these euphemisms. It pains me to call you out, but it seems since 2022, many Nigerians respected voices from Soyinka to traditional rulers to pastors have drunk from the same chalice, and sadly now it appears you have as well. Now the issue, let's stop playing around the word. Stability in economic terms may mean the economy has just stopped falling for now, but then that's not progress. It's limping along before the next crash. I will give you examples you could go and verify. Inflation exploded, soaring from 22.4% in May 2023 to above 34% by late 2024, a near 12-point hike in just 1 year. Food inflation climbed even higher, exceeding 40%, a brutal blow to Nigerians trying to eat. Debt has skyrocketed, surging from 83 trillion in 2023 to 149 trillion by March 2025, an 80% increase in just 2 years, mortgaging our future. Fuel costs tripled overnight from 187 naira a litre to nearly 900 naira after subsidy removal. pushing transport and market prices through the roof. The naira collapsed, floating from 460 to over 1,400 to the dollar, destroying purchasing power and importing hardship instead of goods. Minimum wage still trails needs, even after months of crippling strike. Despite demands of 494,000, the government settled at 70,000 naira, far below the cost of keeping a family fed, igniting strike in mid-2024. Families are dying for food. At least 67 people died in charity event stampede over Christmas 2024. Desperation has claimed lives in a nation where 63% of the citizens are poor and inflation hit a 28-year high of 34.6%. This is a crashing reality, not just inconvenient statistics. Doctors, professors, professionals are scraping by on meager earnings. Imagine what life is for an average Nigerian who is unemployed or earns less than a fourth of what those professionals take. Call it what it is. The Nigerian economy is not stable. It has collapsed. Markets may be calm, but livelihoods are shattered. Tinubu's reform aren't rescue. They are ruins. Best wishes, the preacher. With dates. Okay, another one from Felix says, Okonjo should stop this eye service she's trying to do. Don't destroy your reputation because of Tinubu. Another one writes, stabilization versus improvement. It is important to distinguish between stabilization and improvement. Stabilization refers to stopping a decline or achieving a certain level of control over economic variables, while improvement would mean a tangible positive change in economic conditions for the majority of the population. The current data suggests that while some microeconomic indicators might be stabilizing, the overall economic situation of many Nigerians have worsened. Okay. Another one writes, you want to work with the same man who fought against you and Jonathan, did a mega protest in Lagos to fight you and JEG. Now, he has called you to work with because he couldn't understand the economy. Well, you can work with him, make una stabilize the economy. PO is coming. Another one writes, I would have said it before and here I will say it again. This woman does not propose the economic prowess that is attributed to her. Under her leadership, WTO has been unable to negotiate fair trade deal with the USA on behalf of the whole world. Trade war everywhere. Another one says, this is the kind of leader I don't respect. If you can't make an objective assessment, you should have been quiet. That's what our mothers told us. How can you, who is a high economic position, make such an embarrassing statement like that? What does that say about your ability to assess a country's economic situation? Shameful. Another one writes, she does not want to paint Nigeria in bad light since she is from the country and Nigeria is a partner in WTO. After meeting the president, do you expect her to say he is not moving Nigeria in the right direction? She can't criticize him because Nigeria supported her in becoming the WTO head. People was praising her before. They're praising her before. Now she speaks facts. They all called her a fraud because she did not support their fraud from Anambra State. Okay. A lot of comments, a lot of reactions from Nigerians. For me, I will say, in the words of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, na statistics we go chop. Beyond all these statistics, beyond figures, beyond whatever they are trying to paint, what does it translate to an average Nigerian? Is the life of an average Nigerian better off under this administration, or the life of the Nigerians have worsened under this administration? Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. Meanwhile, na statistics we go chop.